Hi and welcome to today's full body feel good Pilates workout. This is safe for all levels of pregnancy, all trimesters, but please just take it at your own pace and it should feel good whatever you're doing. So let's just begin on our hands and knees. With the knees parted quite wide, we're going to take it down into a child's pose. So just lower yourself down comfortably. Nice big exhale. Just take a moment to let go of any tension that you have around the neck and shoulders, all the way through to the lower back. Take a nice big inhale and exhale. From there, walk the hands to one side. We're just going to take a small lateral stretch, send the hips in the opposite direction to the hands. Walk through the middle. Do the same on the opposite side. Return to the middle and come on to all fours. We're just going to take a little bit of loosening off while we're here. So from here, we're just going to wag the hips to one side and then bring them to the other side. So just wiggling them back and forth, loosen off any tension that there might be in the lower back region. And then resting so that you have equal pressure on both hands, both knees. We shall take cat-cow. Curl the chin and the tailbone under, arch to the ceiling. Let the chin and tailbone come out. Drop through the lower back. We inhale, rise to the ceiling. Feel that connection to your core underneath. And then let it relax down. Breathing in, draw upwards. Breathing out, let it out. One last time. And then resting from there, coming into a seated position with the legs gently offset to wherever is comfortable and just equal pressure on both hips here. We lengthen tall through the spine. We're going to take a mermaid off to one side. So really feel the stretch from the hips all the way up to the fingertips. Lengthen tall through the crown of the head as we reverse to the other side. Take a breath out. Breath in, grow tall. Exhale down to this side. Let's repeat that with the legs the other way around. So just carefully maneuver. Level up the bottom bones again. Lengthen yourself tall. We exhale, come over. We inhale, grow tall. Exhale, come over. Always a bit stiffer on this side, but equally important that we get that stretch down both sides of the waist. We really want to try and create space in that area where space may be running out. And then come round. Taking it round into a seated position here. We're going to start some of our core work here now. You can stay up on your hands here if you prefer to be a little bit more upright, or you can come down onto elbows if your upper body feels strong enough to, or if you want an extra upper body challenge. Draw the shoulder blades together, lift through the chest and lightly engage through your core. We start with scissors. So we're going to float one leg to tabletop. We lower down. We lift and lower. So we really want to keep that core connected, engaged. Avoid any bulging outwards through the tummy muscles. Breathing out, breathing in. So 90 degrees. Work with your breath. And down. We'll take 3, 2, keep that chest high, and 1. We're going to extend this to one leg stretch. So coming up to your 90 degrees, we're going to extend and lower, bring it in and down. We lift, extend and lower, in and down. Now keep that gentle switch on through that core area as best you can. Work with that breath. Keep lifting through the upper body. You might be feeling those upper body muscles working as we work through. Last one. And rest. Bring yourself up if you're not already up onto the hands. And if you're sore on your wrist, you can go onto your knuckles. So we still want to draw the elbows and shoulder blades back behind us. Lift through the chest. Lengthen the legs out a little bit more comfortably. Let's engage through that center. We're going to repeat that a little bit here. So we come to tabletop. We extend and lower. Come in and down. Now, depending on the size of your bump here, you might find you don't get a full tabletop position like me. So that's okay. Just take it to where you can. Focus more on that core engaging as you lengthen and lower. We breathe out. Breathe in. Take one more here. And rest. A little bit for the arms in this position while we're here. We're going to take it into some tricep dips. So lengthening nice and tall, we're going to bend the elbows back behind us and press up. Down and press. You want to keep that core engaged as you move. So as I draw back, I am drawing my bump in towards me. Breathing out, breathing in. Keep the neck nice and long. Grow tall through the crown of the head every time we return. Now it's up to you how far back you go with these as well, depending on your arms, depending on that core. So if you need to go a little bit less, then just adjust accordingly. 3, 2, and 1. Bring yourself up, release the legs out a little further. You might want to open the knees to the side to give yourself a little bit of room. We're going to do some small roll-ups here. So lengthening tall through the spine, get right on top of your bottom bones, and then we're just going to gently roll off those bottom bones to curl and then roll back up again. So it's a small movement and back up again. We want to make a C curve here. So tuck the tailbone under and then we S shape back to the beginning. Now, depending on where you are in your pregnancy, if you're quite early on, you might find you can go much further than this. If you're near the end stages, you'll notice that I'm not going very far because I'm just watching that I'm not doming through those tummy muscles. So if they start to cone and bulge, then you don't want to go any further. Breathing out, breathing in. We'll take 2 more, but it's really nice to work the core through these spinal movements and stop our backs getting stiff. Okay, let's take those hands back behind. We're going to come into some reverse hover positions here, so a little bit more arm work again. So find a comfortable position, arms and legs. Shoulders are back, engage through your core. We're going to push through the arms to come into our reverse tabletop, our hover position, and then we lower back down. Squeeze the elbows and shoulder blades. Let's lift, hold, and back down again. Breathe out. Inhale, hold, and breathe out. Making sure we get that gentle core engagement. So drawing your bump in towards you, that 30% or so before you take off. Exhale to lift. We inhale, hold. We exhale down. Good. We're going to take 2 more. Inhale, hold at the top. And down. Take one more. Inhale, hold. And lower yourself down. Good. Let's return to our mermaid stretch just to loosen off a little bit here. So just equalize the weight on those hips again, lengthen tall and mermaid. Creating that length, that space down both sides of the body. And return. Switch those feet around. We're going to lengthen tall once more. Exhale as you stretch it over. Inhale. Exhale, stretch. And inhale. While we're here, let's just cross the legs here, and we're just going to take a chest stretch to open up the front of the body a little further. So taking both hands through the middle, we're going to widen them at the top, but keep the rib cage down, keep the bump gently tucked in and down. Feel the shoulder blades gliding down into your back pockets. Often our posture can bring us into so much forward flexion, and especially when baby arrives. So it's really important that we stretch that chest and keep the back muscles strong. Take one more. And rest your arms. Just give your shoulders a little loosen off from there. Okay, let's find ourselves into 4-point kneeling, so on your hands and knees. If you're having any bother with your wrists at the moment, you could find yourself on knuckles, which might be more comfortable for you. So we're going to draw high up through the chest, the shoulders are away from the ears, and we're just going to take a couple of cat-cow. So tuck the chin and tailbone, let the chin and tailbone out. Really nice to mobilise the spine, let the tummy muscles get a small stretch and let them draw up for engagement. Find yourself in your neutral position here. We're going to take it into our thread the needle. So we're just going to thread one arm down low and then open it up to the ceiling. Let the eye gaze follow the fingertips. Come down low, bottom extends into the air. Lengthen tall. Take one more. And lengthen tall. Switch that to the opposite side. We reach down. We rotate open through the chest. Take a breath in. Breath out. And last time. Good. Let's return to all fours, and we're going to do some leg work and some core work here. So find yourself with equal pressure through both hands and both knees, making sure your back is neither dipped or arched, it's in your neutral position. Your core is gently drawn up underneath you. We're going to lengthen one leg away and lift, tap and lift. So you want to keep your hip bone facing down to the floor. Just be careful that it doesn't twist and open upwards, and really keep that chest lifted high. Squeeze up into that bottom. Let's breathe out, breathe in. Keep that tummy gently drawn up underneath you for 3 more, 2 more, and 1 more. We're going to stay on that same leg, but from there we're now going to bend the leg to the ceiling for a glute press. So we're going to squeeze that foot and down, press and down, draw that chest up high, pull up through your bump underneath to keep that core active. We've got 3, 2, and 1. part the knees, send the hips back for a child's pose. Nice long exhale down. Return yourself back up again. From here, we're going to bring the knees together, placing one hand in the center of the mat. We're going to rotate round for our side bend. So lengthen, squeeze up through this underneath waist, lengthen this arm up to the ceiling, and then if you feel comfortable to, extend the top leg and rainbow it over, keeping that core gently drawn inwards. Bring the leg and arm in, we come back around. Just give the wrists a quick loosen off. We're going to do our leg series on the opposite side now. So returning to hands and knees equally, chest is lengthened tall, core is drawn inwards, we lengthen and we lift and down, lift and down. So feel like your bottom is almost in the way. Draw up through your core. Use your breath to help you. Squeeze and down. Keep those hips facing down to the floor. Lift and down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Staying on that same leg, we're going to come into our glute press. So we take that foot, we draw to the ceiling and down. Press and down. Keep those hips facing down. Keep drawing up through your core. We exhale and inhale. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Part your knees, feet together. Take your child's pose to come down. Exhale, release. And then bring yourself back up. We're going to take our side stretch on this opposite side. So bring the knees together, hand goes into the center, shoulder comes over the wrist as we lengthen up tall. So feel the strength in this arm, feel the shoulder blades back behind you. If you wish to, extend, rainbow over. Inhale to hold. Exhale, bring the leg and arm in, bring yourself around and sit back. Give those wrists another good loosen off. Give the shoulders a loosen off. We're going to take some corkscrew just to get a little bit of spine rotation here. So bring yourself, you can stay kneeling, you can sit cross-legged, whatever feels more comfortable to you. Take the arms up behind the head, widen through the elbows, engage through your center. We inhale, lengthen, we exhale, rotate, inhale, come back. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, come back. So we want to create as much length through the waist as we can. So really stretch through the crown of your head. Shoulder blades down into their pockets. Take one more like this. And then we're going to try and make our corkscrew a little bit wider. So maintaining that length, as you rotate, we're going to try and extend those arms out. Come back, return. Really good way to try and work on that upright posture, keeping your back nice and extended. Keep gently drawn in through your core. We exhale. We inhale to the center. We exhale. We'll take one more. Either side. Breath out, keep lifting through your breastbone. And once more. And release. Good. Let's just give those wrists another loosen off. We're going to come back to hands and knees for just a last little bit of core strength here. So the shoulders line up over the wrists once again, the chest is nice and tall, and draw up through your core. From here, we're going to press through both feet, both hands, and hover those knees a couple of inches, and then we lower back. Breathing out, breathing in. So don't lift too high with these. And if you feel like it's too much, if you feel your tummy is doming or straining, then perhaps just lift one leg at a time instead and keep your pelvis as neutral as you can. So one leg or both, but let's have that core connection of your bump underneath first. Outward breath, inward breath. Let's take 3 more. 2, and 1 more. Good, rest yourself down, part the knees one more time, send the hips back, reach long for your child's pose, but this time come onto your elbows and take your hands up for your prayer position. It just increases that stretch. Rest your forehead on the mat. Let your tummy relax towards the floor. Release the tension in your hips. Let go of the pelvic floor if you're holding any tension here. And carefully release. Just a few stretches to loosen off the hips. After that, we're going to take our Swan Stretch. So taking an upside down V shape here, extend the back leg out, and then just carefully lower your chest towards the floor, making room for that bump if you need to. And on your exhale, try to release through the hip, get as low as you comfortably can, or not necessarily even lower, even think about stretching outwards. From there, keep the weight on this bottom arm. We're going to take the top arm and we're just going to stretch up towards the ceiling. Again, getting a really nice chest opening. Bring it back down. Take that one more time. And return. Bring yourself up. We will repeat to the other side. So your upside down V shape, extend and rotate this leg round, lengthen, and then gently fold forwards. Forwards or reaching long. Release through that hip as much as it feels happy to let go. And then taking the weight onto this bottom forearm, we're going to open this arm up to the ceiling. Bring it back down and open. And then taking that one last time. And return. Let's pop up onto knees. We're just going to finish with a hip opening stretch here. So just taking one leg a big step forward, tuck the tailbone under as you encourage the pelvis to come forwards, feeling it down this back hip flexor here. We're going to lift through the chest and we're going to take those arms out wide. Bring the arms together, take them out wide. One last time. Carefully come off and repeat. Big step forward, tuck the tailbone under to deepen the stretch, hips come forward, lift through the chest. This time take both arms up into the ceiling, little arch of the back if it feels good for you, bring them down. Breathing out, slight lean back and down, last time. And release, come off of there and then just find yourself in a comfortable seated position. We're just going to give the shoulders a real good shake. Clasp, reach down, stretch to the ceiling and come down. One last time. Press, reach and down. Good job. I hope you enjoyed that workout today, and I wish you all the best in the rest of your pregnancy. We'll hopefully see you for another workout soon.